Hey guys, welcome back to another Aviation Neo trip report. Today I'm flying on board Delta's A220-100 in main cabin from here at DFW over to Seattle. I heard lots of raving about this specific product back when it initially debuted, but was this all hype, or is Delta's A220 still a strong product in 2026? Let's get checked in for this 4-hour journey to the Pacific Northwest and find out. My journey starts bright and early here in Terminal E. I completed check-in online of course, but do enjoy printing my paper boarding passes just for the keepsake. Being in main cabin, self-serve kiosks were available to customers with checked luggage for bag drop. Overall, a pretty painless experience. After that, it was through security, which reminded me of how much I need to sign up for pre-check. At least they had me airside before the end of time. Also, DFW in the early morning hours is kinda trippy. You could blame the narrow walkways or lack of people, but for me, it's the dim lighting and that eerie jazz music that seems to be coming from every direction. It's uncomfortably peaceful. Drop a comment below if you shared that experience as well. And here's the aircraft taking me to Seattle, November 115 Delta Uniform. A 6-year-old A220-100 powered by two Pratt & Whitney PW-1500G engines and delivered new to Delta in June of 2019. After acquiring some much-needed coffee, it was time to get on board.
So 5 and 6, you can line up and be general boarding.
While I'm heading down the jetway, let's talk about the hard product offering. Delta's A220-100s are set up with a 2-class cabin, including both Domestic First and Economy. Domestic First features Collins Aerospace MIQ seats arranged in a standard 2-2 configuration. The Economy section has 97 Collins Pinnacle seats arranged in a unique 2-3 configuration, 77 of which are sold as main cabin, with the other 20 featuring 4 inches of additional pitch and sold as Comfort Plus. Overall, the cabin is spacious, well lit with LED mood lighting, and equipped with modern IFE screens. Pitch in main cabin is more than decent at 32 inches. Something else I noticed is that these seats seem to have noticeably more padding than any other Pinnacle seats I've flown on. Now, I don't know if this is just the placebo effect talking from flying the US's premium carrier, but I have flown on this exact seat model quite extensively on other carriers including American, Southwest, and United, and they felt nowhere near as plush as these. Seat backs also feature large pouches with separate storage pockets, sturdy tray tables albeit with potential lipstick stains, power ports including USB-A and AC outlets, and individual air vents and reading lights.
Once again, welcome aboard this flight to Seattle. We do kindly
And soon enough, we were pushing back for Seattle.
Thank you for choosing Delta. Health and safety of our customers and crews are number one priority. The seat in front of you, it's still locked.
Our route today took us northwest out of Dallas. We flew over Amarillo in northern Texas, southwestern Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, southwestern Idaho, northeastern Oregon, Yakima, and Mount Rainier. Total flight time today was 3 hours and 48 minutes, cruising at 32 and 34,000 feet. About 45 minutes into the flight, the crew began the first in-flight service. Main cabin passengers were offered tea, coffee, and soft drinks, as well as a choice between Biscoff cookies or Sun Chips. Buy-on-board premium snacks were also available for purchase. Considering Delta is marketed as a premium option, I would expect more here, especially on a 4-hour flight. Maybe a small sandwich or warmed pastry, only in our dreams. At least give the passengers the can of what they're drinking. In contrast, the Delta crew was as always very friendly, proactive, and helpful to all passengers. If you're enjoying this video so far, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. Business class members get week early access to new content, help decide future trip reports, and member shoutout. Thanks to Patreon member Janet for supporting this video. After the in-flight service, I went to the back of the aircraft to check on the lavatory. If you're a true av geek like me, you'll know the A220 aft portside lavatory has a window. It's also very modern and spacious. The crew kept the lavatories clean and well stocked throughout the flight, so no complaints from me. After returning to my seat, I checked out Delta's in-flight entertainment offerings. Their built-in IFE system offers a wide selection of movies and TV shows, an assortment of games, and a detailed interactive flight map with a cockpit view. If that isn't enough for a domestic flight already, you can connect to free unlimited Wi-Fi, which actually worked shockingly well. Just ensure you're signed up for SkyMiles and have the Delta app before boarding. Overall, I'm impressed. About 45 minutes from landing, the crew came around for another round of in-flight service. Choices were the same as the first, with cups of water also being offered in addition. And before long, we began our descent and joined the ILS-16 right approach into a foggy Seattle.
Disarm doors for arrival, cross-check, and on-call.
And with that Pacific Northwest welcome out of the way, we had arrived in Seattle. The cost breakdown of today's flight is on the screen now. Overall, I really enjoyed my flight with Delta today. I would say their A220 product still holds up remarkably well. There are areas that should be improved on. 3 Biscoff cookies and a drink should not be the standard for a 4-hour flight on the US's most premium airline. It's hard to justify that level of service when you're asking just shy of $300 one way. To be honest, I was initially supposed to fly to LAX via Atlanta on the 717 and A350, but was rescheduled on this trip via Seattle the next day. So part of the cost may be due to that itinerary. But knowing this route usually runs around $250, that's still a pretty penny for a one-way ticket in economy. However, the hard product and customer service were definitely phenomenal and the savior of today's experience. That's all for today, guys, on Delta's A220. I'm now hopping on the 737 taking me down to LA, so stay tuned for this trip report coming out soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.